She knows what it cost you. Yeah, she doesn't know what it cost the others, though, does she? Cass's breakdown, Bobby losing the baby. Maybe if I'd been here. Well, off the record, and knowing all that, I think I would have done exactly the same if it had been Marty instead of Kay. Mrs. Reynolds got the bullet because of what happened while I'm... But that's not going to stop Joan Ferguson. She'll bring in the Gestapo if she has to. Can't blame you if you do leave. Well, I do have my integrity to protect. And you did save Kay's life. We got servants, 15 minutes. Get a move on.
The meat isn't ready yet.
Welcome, Horner. Welcome. You're safe here. You need no longer worry. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, where am I? What? You. Valguard. What's going on? Where am I? Everything is strange. What is going on? What is going on? Do not fear. Do not fear. You are safe. Yes, you are in my dimension. Well, it is the land of death. You are here, but you exist. You are safe. The controller cannot get you. It is here that Paul is. He is also in this dimension, although he can cross the barriers. I am attempting to assist him to collect as many people of his acquaintance that can possibly escape. If the controller cannot destroy them, he cannot totally succeed. I have recently been able to save his great aunt. Yes, I do not know if you know her, but I have been able to make sure that she is safe. I'm not sure what his current whereabouts are, but you are safe now. I can take you from this place. The controller has no control over you here. Oh, what? Oh, just a minute. Yes, I think I know. I know what you're talking about. I've heard the controller speak of this. Yes, that Paul had escaped into another dimension, and that yes, that is what I had heard. That this had happened, and that various members could not get to them. But there has been no development. He has tried to build a creature, a robot, some sort of device that can cross the dimensions. He cannot do it himself, but he's building something now at this very minute. Something which can cross between the two. I may be safe. We may be safe here. He may not be able to get hold of us. He may not be able to. But once his robot is built, he will be able to find us. We are not safe. Not for any length of time. Oh, God. A robot, you say? Some sort of device. It is not ready. Surely not ready yet. He has only just left you in this room. He will not notice you have gone yet. He'll be working on this machine, which will take you to safety. Whilst he does not... I have a plan, Horner. You won't like it, but it will give us time. I must return you to the other dimension. What? What? What do you mean? You've just saved me. You can't return me back there. Why? What? Do not worry. It will not be for any great length of time. Yes. Now what you have told me is... Yes. Look, I must return you to the ordinary dimension. You must be seen to be here. If I took you away now, if he came in this room at this very minute, he would not see you. You would be gone. His work, his efforts would be... He would make them priority. Yes. He would realize that things are happening and he would have to work quicker. If he sees you're still here, he still thinks that we are also working slowly. He has no reason to rush. He knows that... Yes. You must return to the other dimension. I must see this machine he's making. I shall transverse through the door. I shall watch his work. I shall see what is going on. Then I shall come back for you. I shall be back for you. I shall return you to here. You must understand it is the only way. Yes, I see what you mean. I do understand. You are unable to travel, though, aren't you? You are unable to travel to the other dimension. You must stay here, yes? This other wherever this place is, this death place. We are only able to be. I think I understand, but I understand that. Yes, it will be safer if I am seen to be here. But if once you have seen the robot, if you can take me from the controller's dimension to this dimension, so that I can move between this room and the next room, then I can return again and I can destroy his equipment. Yes, I think I understand your logic. Yes, this may be a possibility. But for now I must return you. I shall be back soon. Do not worry. Do not fear. Yes. Return now. Return you. Please. Do not be long.
18-1, Norman Williamson looking for a double. 18-1, Norman Williamson looking for a double. The 5 then is Coombe Hill, looks fit enough to me. 2-1, Jamie Osborne rides. Hannah Calm at 33-1, Brent.
Caused by freshness, he just hadn't got his mind on the job. His stable sincerely hope that he'll be normal today, and normal is a pretty safe jumper because Coombe Hill had never been on the floor before. So with Jadami and Avro Anson, he looks magnificent this afternoon. Unguided missile, full of life, not by any means a tired horse, which he might well be. Look at him there, lovely long ears. But here is the grey who beat him.
They say take the first. Cherry Nut just stumbled slightly on landing behind the leaders, followed by Cardi and Hanekom. On towards the second. Coombe Hill the inside of Unguided Missile and Marmur. So Coombe Hill is last of the lucky 7 who have a couple of circuits to race in this Gym 4 Challenge Cup.
Soon.
Coombe Hill by a length, the Hennessy Gold Cup winner.
Soon.
Unguided Missile in second. Marmur is next. Calm. Beginning the run down the back straight now, a line of 4 fences.
Lisa's fate will be decided. But first, I must complete my work.
A little bit sticky there. Behind is an open ditch. First of 2 open ditches in the back straight. And Coombe Hill, nicely presented at that by Jane towards the inner. As they gallop towards another. The 3 leaders land safely. Cardi follows them, and at this, Coombe Hill and Unguided Missile in the air together. Landing third was Marmur, and then out wide is Hanekom of Cardi with a white face, Cherry Nut the inside, and All for Luck. So swinging right-handed, and beginning a run downhill. Length of Unguided Missile, and then a half length back in third, tucked in, out of the driving rain is Marmur. And then behind Marmur is Cardi from Cherry Nut, and the last 2 are Hanekom, who's got... Winner of this argument is the West Country chaser, Coombe Hill. He pings the last. He's 3 lengths clear of Unguided Missile, who's trying to stage a rally on the flat. But the West Country crowd are on their feet because Coombe Hill is going to win the Gym 4 Challenge Cup. Cheltenham next stop, 2 lengths clear of Unguided Missile. Third then Hanekom, who ran a great race. Hanekom, who ran a great race.
Hello, going round in circles. I don't really know if I should reveal myself, as it were. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Be in colour, be in this dimension. I mean, I can only stay, I don't know, is it a couple of hours or so before I become visible anyway, before I'm recalled to the other dimension. But if Cromitty's around here somewhere, I've got to find him, and if he sees me before this is how it works, I don't know. I really don't know. I've got so much to think about, and I can't... Just a minute. Over there. Oh, damn, it's one of those things. The controller hasn't got rid of them then. It's gone, right. Meanwhile, elsewhere.
Help, Jay, little, help me.
Did you hear something? Back in a jiff, I'm pretty sure that's Cromitty. Here's you, Cromitty. Oh dear. Wait. Wake up. Wait. Wake up!
What? I heard it. I'm sure I heard a shout. It sounded like Lee. Lee! 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 Where are you? I heard you. Lee! Lee! What are you doing here? Lee! What are you doing here?
Where did you get to the other day?
What? I don't know.
I found Cromitty, you won't wake up.
What?
Wake up!
Don't do that, is he dead?
Oh, he might be, I'd have thought of that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you better take charge of him. Chopper! Hang on, I've got to go find Chopper. I don't want him getting tangled in.
Oh my God, Cromitty! 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 We're too late! He's dead! What do you do to him?
Well,
Is he like that when you found him?
Oh,
You're
he might have
hitting him
been.
on the...
I really don't know. I mean, he might have been. I tried to wake him up.
Just a minute.
But lucky I found him.
He could
Maybe
be...
those dogs came along.
Listen.
Chopper! Cut that out!
Doing? I don't want to know. Just a minute. He may be dead, but if we can get him back to Valguard, maybe Valguard could reanimate. Stop it!
I just thought it might be a
No.
good idea. You never know where these Moonbeasts might come from.
No, look. He may be dead, but I might be able to reanimate. Might be getting reanimated if we can take him back to Valguard.
I'll supply the electrodes. Come along.
No, look.
What?
We've got to put him somewhere safe.
Well, you know,
No! Oh, God.
he's safe in there.
Oh. Well, Cromitty was going to be okay. Oh, dear.
Well, at least you found him.
Yes, well,
I mean, he's dead, but at least
I've lost count of the time. I'm not sure how long it'll be.
Oh, well, yes.
You do know?
How long do you reckon you've got then?
Well, I think roughly I get 3 hours. I'm allowed 3 hours in this dimension.
3 hours.
And then I get recalled.
Any idea when you'll be back?
Well, I can probably...
A rough estimate will do.
I can probably return reasonably quickly, as long as I'm safe to return.
But when?
Well, it's probably, I just get recalled every
Yes.
after
But I mean, what?
I don't know.
Like middle of the week or tomorrow?
Well, yes, I think I can return that quickly.
Right. Well, we won't do it tomorrow then, because I think I'm going to need a little bit more time. I can now officially say that the War Council is on. Von Hellbent and Backhoff have both agreed, so long as they don't actually have to talk to one another, which isn't going to be very useful. Katrina Hortensia was a bit more difficult because, as we now know, she's very probably working with the controller.
But yeah.
Ironically, it could be that she's agreed so that she can spy on us. But that's not such a bad thing, because hopefully we might be able to convince her that the Moonbeasts are more of a threat than the controller, and well, a threat to her even. Because we're going to need her cats, you see.
Yeah.
She's the chief witch, and she's in charge of the cat breeding program, which genetically creates perfect cats to protect, or used to protect, Azrael from the Moonbeasts before Azrael turned into, or whatever he turned into.
Listen,
is he still inside Credo?
I don't know what's happened. I think.
Don't you know about that? I've forgotten the entire plot where that is concerned.
I think something rather. No, I think something's awful has happened to Credo, and my memory's all a bit hazy. All this stuff between dimensions, I keep losing.
Azrael can't be dead.
No, I don't think. I think if anyone's dead, it's Tremaine or Credo, not Azrael. No. But as I say, you still got that thing. Just a minute now. I remember.
Tonight.
I remember now. The last time I saw you, I was called.
Paul, the contamination is quite severe.
Yeah.
I have since found out that this beeping might not necessarily attract us to Lisa. It is so severe that we could even be attracted to either the controller or Katrina Hortensia, which suggests that one of them might be in the very woods that we're standing in.
God.
Unless Lisa's here.
Last time I saw
which is just as bad, because she might blow up.
Yeah. I don't know what's happened to her at all. As I say, every time I transfer...
The last thing we want is Lisa to blow.
No, I don't want to know about this. Every time I transfer between dimensions, my memory gets a bit sort of Swiss cheesed, and I don't know.
Oh, just like Sam Beckett.
Last time I saw you, I remember now after hearing that beep, last time I saw you was when Katrina appeared as Lisa.
Come on.
And then we were...
Let's talk about it on the walk.
And then the thing is, what happened is, Valguard took me out of time.
Oh yes, of course, yes, I understand all this.
I've
been following the plot more or less as things are.
Following the plot? Hey, if you've been following the plot, do you know is any developments with the controller?
I can only tell you so much, Paul.
Well,
there's a lot of stuff that I can't tell you, which I'm not entirely certain about myself.
What's the controller planning? What sort of things?
Well, as I say, we're pretty certain now that he's in cahoots with Katrina Hortensia. So anything that is to do with Katrina Hortensia is effectively a result of the controller's interference.
Yes, but if you're able to tell me this is obviously
I can tell you. Well, look. I don't know who's listening.
The thing is, I'm safe in the other dimension, but
they might not be around. Right, we could be safe, and it's unstable anyway. Right. I can tell you this much. Come on. You're on the move, right? Katrina Hortensia could well have been a suspect in a burglary in Von Hellbent's laboratory many months back, perhaps even a year ago, or 2 years. It's quite a while back now.
What has it got to do with things? Yes.
But something went missing.
Yes.
Something from your past.
Yes.
That's all I can say. When you see it, you'll very probably recognise it.
Can you answer me one question?
Yes.
When I'm here for these 3 hours, I'm as in danger as anyone else. When I'm back in the other dimension, I'm safe. I can't be got to.
Fair enough.
Does these plans affect my safety or anybody else's safety from the other dimension?
Well, I can't really say. So long as you're here, whoever's here is in danger, for example.
But when I'm in the other dimension, am I threatened?
Yes, but for example, whoever's in the other dimension, if they're with you in this dimension, then they become a threat to the controller.
I know, but has the controller come up with any way of getting between the dimensions?
Well, that's the point. Has he?
I don't know.
That brings us back to another old problem. Come on, this way.
Oh.
Well, we know that the controller and the boss are in fact the same person
now,
and that the boss is probably some sort of mechanical probe or other.
Yes.
We know that the controller can't do very much. He seems to be trapped in this room in the Queen's Hotel, or at least when he does go out, he's very limited to what he can do. So if he can pass between dimensions, it's more likely in the form of the boss. It depends on if he's got dimensional capability.
As far as Valguard...
Can Katrina Hortensia pass from
no,
dimension to the...
as far as Valguard is maintained, the controller, the boss, cannot get there. It is a death zone. It is a death world. They cannot transverse it. But I'm just worried that he'll come up with some way.
Can the Katrina Hortensia do
No,
this?
nobody can. Only Valguard can let us...
I see.
Only Valguard can open up the doors of
That's
death and
not
let
the
us
same
in.
dimension that you were stuck in prior to
No.
that.
No, it's a death dimension.
That's my point. That dimension is dead. Therefore, it is the death dimension.
I don't know.
Do you understand
how
what
it
I'm
works,
saying?
But nobody else, only Valguard's choosing. Can someone get there? Unless...
When you left that dimension, Cromitty was still stuck, wasn't he? On the other side, on the side
No,
of...
but that wasn't... but it's not that dimension.
No, it's a different dimension, but it's where the other one used to be.
I don't know. All I know is that the controller cannot get to us. At the moment, there is no way of him... he is not dead. He cannot pass through.
Paul, I might be wrong, but then again, I might be right. And if I am right, then Valguard might not be the only one who has access to that dimension.
Yes, I know.
Cromitty could, and if the controller got hold of Cromitty, he could use that to get to your dimension.
But the other Cromitty no longer exists.
Oh shit!
The other Cromitty, the other dimensional Cromitty no longer exists. He wiped him out of the face of Earth.
I know who is. I think the controller might actually does have that capacity. I don't know who's listening. This is the trouble. Can I tell you?
I don't know.
Can I tell you? Can I tell you without it? Let's see it right. Don't shout it out, okay? I'm going to try and sort of lead you some clues, and
Yes.
hopefully he won't cotton on to what I'm saying. Filthy Luke, remember Filthy Luke?
Yes, of course I do.
He gave me something,
Yes.
which
Syphilis.
no,
Okay.
impetigo. No.
Right.
No, it was well, it was long, and it was dangly at one end, and it had little lights,
Oh.
and we used it for things.
Yes, I think I know what you mean. Yes, that thing.
Yeah, don't say it,
Yes.
because if he cottons on, all he has to do is go and find Filthy Luke's and use that to get to your dimension.
But it's not that dimension. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Yes, but it is a dimensional tool.
No,
it can go to any dimension.
To use the word,
Sad
but
git.
it's not a dimension.
What is it then?
It's an
State of flux.
another being, a protection, a dead. We can't see Valguard.
He
can see us.
It's a reality bubble.
Yes, and he can put us
Same
into
thing. That thing can do time travel, jump dimensions, jump into reality bubbles. It can do all those things.
But there's no Luke around. There's no. But
Precisely.
So where's the thing?
Well, I don't know. I've got mine, which means I can visit you, by the way, if necessary. Now that I've thought of it, so long as I can find it again. But so far as Luke's is concerned, well, so long as Luke is missing, I suppose we can keep our fingers crossed that the is also missing. And anyway, I wouldn't be surprised if Cromitty might be able to do a little bit of dimension jumping himself.
But not. But the Cromitty that we have here is the Cromitty from this dimension. The other dimensional Cromitty was destroyed by.
Oh yes, of course, yes. I see what you mean. In that case, then perhaps we can rule out that possibility.
Well, let's just hope.
Unless, of course, when the other Cromitty died, and seeing as that Cromitty is dead, that the other dimensional Cromitty decides, and sort of infests this Cromitty.
I don't think the controller cares about any of this. He can change plots. He can change people's personalities. He can. I don't know what's going to go on.
Do you think it might be wise to bring Cromitty back alive? Seeing as they're both dead, it might be the wrong Cromitty that sort of enters the body, as it were. If he's sort of having an out-of-body experience.
But the fewer
if they're both out-of-bodying, then they both might at the same time
the fewer
simultaneously.
characters that exist. I don't know what's happened to Horner, for goodness sake. I don't know who has got Horner at the moment. As
Well,
far
if
as
he's
I know,
anywhere, he might be hiding.
No,
in the
as far as I know,
laboratory.
the controller still has him. But the controller is getting rid of characters one by one.
Why would he be keeping Horner?
I don't know. You should know. You should have seen. You would have seen him if he. I don't know.
I can.
So very interesting to hear their worries and fears. Yes, I myself will not be able to transverse the barriers, but the creature, the robot that I am preparing will be able to. It is almost complete. It is almost ready. The time of safety nears a close. Yes. Yes. I do not suppose Paul will be able to remain in this dimension much longer. From what I hear, he has become a prisoner in the other dimension. Yes, but he can transverse, as my robot will be able to. Yes, he will be able to travel into the other dimension for a similar amount of time. They are the same and yet opposites. A robot. Yes. Let us call it Metallic Man, for that is what it is. Pieces I stole. Pieces that were stolen. Yes. From Von Hellbent. Yes. There is much to be done yet before it is completed. I shall use the power from the Serling Rod. In fact, it'll take more than one Serling Rod. Katrina must get me more. Until the full power is present. The Metallic Man, yes, his presence will be very unstable. Yes. Already though, he looks much different than he did before. Yes. He is stronger. Far stronger. Already. I must take him for a test run. Soon he will be ready. Yes, I must do this now. And so the controller returns for a quick test run. Back at the house, Horner remains in captivity. He does remain in captivity. Yes, Valguard continues his work, but meanwhile in the woods, I told you this cost-cutting business is going wrong. We haven't got a script for the interlinking bits anymore. There's no money left on this series. Meanwhile, elsewhere. Oh God, those creatures are still around. I saw one of those white creatures. The controller's acting characters, but he's not really acting any of the nasty ones. Well, not a lot of them anyway. Only the ones he doesn't.
Well, the ones that are far too
Cromitty
powerful, he can't get rid of Bakov or Katrina or Von Hellbent because they're far too important.
At the moment, he's probably using any assistance he can get from them.
Well, certainly. On the other hand, I remember a long time ago, Katrina Hortensia made some passing comment to the camera about how she was going to get the better of the controller.
Yeah.
So there's a good chance that she's working with him only to get her own.
I can't discuss these things. He could be listening in.
He's not listening.
How can you be so sure? Look, what about Lisa? What are we going to do about Lisa? I don't know where
He's too busy doing something that I can't tell you.
Last time I heard rumours about keeping.
Lisa.
Yeah, I heard some rumours. Like Valguard said that she was definitely still alive, and he'd seen some footage on the television of some sort of race course, some sort of race meeting, and Lisa watching some. So he was obviously like looking up. She was like some sort of race meeting, like Campden Park or something. She was watching. So he was obviously he's obviously keeping her in a lap of luxury and some sort of maintaining her well-being, not torturing her. After that, do you remember the time when she was put up for auction?
Oh yes, vaguely, yeah.
Or she was bought supposedly by some great sheikh or some sort of, someone with a lot of money and a lot of horses and all that sort of thing. Horse racing. That's got a lot of money behind it. A lot of Arabs and stuff have money invested in horses.
I've been spending my time at Queen's Hotel a lot lately. Because I just like to. And I've noticed on a number of forms there's certain money's been going missing, then it goes back again. in abundance, as if someone's
investing money on horses.
Exactly.
And then losing it sometimes, but sometimes winning.
And yes, exactly. That's along the lines. Yes.
And maybe Lisa is being used as a public image, this is Miss Lisa Parker. This is Miss Lisa Parker. She represents our company, and she's investing the money on the horses.
I don't know so much about that.
She is at the races. She's keeping an eye on the whole.
But if that was the case, then we'd been seeing a lot more of her, perhaps like on the telly, like John McCrick, doing all that sort of stuff. I don't think she's doing anything like that.
Valguard says he has seen on the telly. I haven't been able to watch the telly.
No, she's on the telly. Oh, she's on Sutton Park, perhaps. We keep getting flashes of her, like you saw the other day.
But
you know,
Valguard says
Katrina
he
was responsible.
saw her